Hi friends, the spring real estate market is in full swing. Houses are selling fast for over list price and in multiple offers. If you had thought that the real estate market was crashing, it couldn't be further from the truth. Sure, values dropped nearly 20% across the region, but in the past 3 months alone, it's rebounded pretty well, and we're almost back to business as usual.
Now this was here. Kind of like a hidden secret coffee shop.
Of course, it's closed on Tuesdays. So we're in Pike Place today, meeting a realtor to check out their condo listing. Beautiful day. I'm wearing my spring Easter shirt since that is next week. Now, if you bought a house in the past year, you might have been watching in despair as values have been plummeting. You know, the average home price in Seattle has dropped almost like 25%, depending on the kind of home that you bought, where you bought it. But just in the past couple of months, inventory has really decreased and competition is heating up. So we're seeing prices come up quite a bit. We're nearing that $1 million mark for the average single family home in Seattle. So, you know, as the season lugs along, I think that home prices are going to continue climbing.
Hi, I'm Spafford Robbins with Compass Capitol Hill, and we're standing on the terrace of one of the best condominiums in downtown Seattle. It's got 3 terraces. All of the very spacious rooms have these views, and it really is truly unique and a very special unit for Seattle.
So this is a cool, stylish condo that I found downtown that I really wanted to see. It's almost 1,600 square feet, $1.475 million, and the views are pretty great. We've been experimenting with this podcast setup. You know, I really like the idea of having a longer form, slower format of talking about real estate. You know, just some of the some of the intricacies and some of the strategies that are out there. So, I have this nice little podcast setup here that I love. This is very nice. It's perfectly set up for 2 people, but Kendal and Emily are hosting this, and then they're bringing guests on. If you haven't seen the first one, it's live now. I posted a couple days ago. But they're bringing hosts on in future episodes, and I really need to get one more microphone to make it as easy as possible. This is the set here, and Kendall's given me a $500 budget to put together, everything that I want to. So I'm gonna repaint this green, which I like the green, but I kind of regret it a little bit because I don't like doing permanent color in a space. I'm going to keep it more neutral, so I'm going to do a gray. It's also going to be more matte because this is reflecting light, which is kind of annoying. And it's going to come along here. I want to eventually tile this, kind of like a kitchen backsplash. I can't find any tile that is small enough, dark enough, and matte enough, and not like $20 a square foot. I'm just gonna get some more plants because I just grabbed this one from the bedroom, put some more plants on the shelf here, and just make this shot a little homier and more interesting. Okay, can we do a quick screen test?
It's better.
Well, I was going for something a little bit more dramatic, and I think that I have accomplished that. I still don't know if I like the all black. It is very dark, and we're in a basement. I think it'll be nice for the set. Still need to do another coat, so here I go. This was a quick 24-hour makeover. I spent like $220 on a microphone, paint, and magnets for the whiteboard. I think we're going to start a second channel for the podcast, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested.
The market here in Seattle has been a little bit like gangbusters. I recently had 2 clients come to me through open houses who were interested in purchasing relatively quickly with all cash. And for one of my clients, it took several offers in order to get under contract. We were actually pushed up from the original purchase price by $15,000, which isn't too much, but we did have to compete with other offers. And for a lot of people, that's surprising. And people tell me all the time, I'm never gonna bid up a house. Okay, we'll see. And then they end up doing it because they fell in love with one, and it's financing $15,000, but there's definitely been a huge shift and things aren't sitting quite as long. And those homes that were sitting for a long time in the new development, in the super luxe, I've been getting lots of notices that those have gone pending. So we're seeing it across the board from condos to the new builds that people are out there buying houses with the current interest rates.
Have you seen how fast houses are selling these days? The past 6 months, I'd say we've been sitting at about a month. It's taken a month to sell a house. But in the past couple weeks, houses are selling in about 5 days. And while inventory is still low, that balance of supply and demand is still fairly healthy. And if you look at the months of inventory, which is how long it would take to sell current inventory if no more inventory came on the market, we're still sitting at a level that's higher than the last 2 years. So I don't think that we're gonna see an insane real estate market like we did in the pandemic era, but houses are selling fast and they are selling for over list price. Yes, it is getting harder and harder to find a deal, but I'm still finding a couple of them out there. I helped somebody buy this one house that had been on the market in West Seattle for a couple months and there wasn't a ton of interest in it anymore. It's a beautiful house on a beautiful property. There's like a ravine in the backyard, really cool interior and completely renovated kitchen. We got it under contract for a little under $1 million and I think it was a great deal. I think if it had been listed today, it would sell for over $1 million. So I think that they've gained some instant equity, which is great. Other ways I'm finding deals are by moving really fast. If you go look at a house like the day it comes on the market, and sometimes they're not listing review dates, you just submit an offer super quick and then you can kind of beat out some of the competition. I'm seeing a few, I don't know if it's inexperienced listing agents or jumpy sellers, people selling before the review date because they get a really good offer. I think it's bad for the seller. I think it's bad for buyers. Creates a very hectic, unbalanced market that opens people up to a lot of litigation. So why is the market heating up? I think it might be as simple as people normalizing to this economy and to this housing market. People are getting used to mid-6 interest rates. I think that it'll go down eventually, but not anytime soon. I wouldn't put your plans on hold just because you're waiting for interest rates to change. This is the spring market. People usually move during this time. There's more inventory, there's more demand. This is when the real estate market seasonally picks up. I don't know, leave a comment down below. What do you think about the economy, the housing market, life in Seattle these days? If you saw my most recent video on Japanese gardens, you know that I'm working on my yard a little bit. I've gotten all of this done. It's like a third of the yard. I'm cleaning out all of the rock and gravel, putting some new rock down, and just trying to clean up a little bit and create nice borders in the garden. It's a laborious project, but nice for good meditative labor, which is needed sometimes. Okay, I've seen a lot of you in person. If we haven't met, or if we have, we are throwing a skating party. We're renting out a skating rink in South Seattle. Be nice to see you. Anybody's welcome to come and hang out for a little while. I'll put the details down in the description. And in the meantime, if you're thinking about making a home in Seattle, send me a message or just stay tuned for more design and housing content from my home in Seattle. Bye.